Okay, now talk about transgender people. Okay, with transgender people, okay, the modern movement of genderqueer movement is some people are talking about getting rid of gender, the end of gender. And if you're a transgender woman, if you're a transgender person, I'm a woman, I'm not a man. I'm preoperative transsexual, but there is no real solid definition of a woman. There's no solid definition of a man. Because beauty's in the eye of a beholder, and you're a. And, but let's think about it, okay? Let's study this out in our mind. Whether, there's one or the other. But the point, okay. Hey guys, how's it going? Now, I'm going to talk about this and get this out of my head. I want to record it, get a recording of it. Okay. So I can get this in my head, the recording. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, now. Now, in the fetus, a man and a woman have sex. Now, the embryo is in the mother. Okay. The embryo is in the mother. Embryo's in the mother and it has gonads. The gonads are in the mother. Now, just say the child has the mother gives an X chromosome. The mother gives an X chromosome. So the baby already has an X chromosome. So the father gives a Y chromosome. The father gives a Y chromosome. So the father has given the Y chromosome to the baby. And the baby has the Y chromosome. The gonads descend, become testicles, and the baby is born. Along with the Y chromosome comes certain physical traits. Even if a boy is 5 years old, sometimes you can tell the difference between a girl and a boy. Even if a boy and a girl are 5 years old, you can tell the difference. It's not because of the hormones at puberty, it's because of the chromosomal difference attached to the Y chromosome. That's what causes it. So even when you're a 6-year-old transsexual kid, a Jazz Jennings, you're still going to have a little bit of the male traits. That's. And so, and the boy child takes puberty blockers when they're 10 years old, you know, it stops their natural body from functioning. And it stops testosterone. That in the normal male puberty, so he'll always be hello Larly, how are you? I always say a prepubescent boy resembling a girl. Okay. Now, so in my mind, in reality, you're knowing yourself as a transgender woman, and that's true. But even though you have female hormones in your body, you're always going to be an in between male and female as a transgender person. So, like Rosie O'Kelly says, she said she identifies herself as third gender. And so and if you're transsexual and you change your physical traits and you transition as a transsexual and get a sex change, you can't get rid of your prostate. You can't get rid of your prostate. So, I'm a woman in a practical sense. And I can say that some hermaphrodites are males, some hermaphrodites are females. I guess you have to realize that some people are in between male and female. And I guess if a person is 51% female, then they're a woman. Consider a woman if they're 51% female. That's the definition of a woman. Someone who's 51% female. You're an hermaphrodite, you're not completely female. You're never going to be completely female because you're a transsexual or an hermaphrodite. You're not completely a woman. But you are a woman, you're just not completely a woman. You're not completely a woman. You're 51% female. You transition, you have a female gender identity, and you transition from male to female as a transgender person, like Rose Kelly or me or anyone else who's transgender, we become at least 51% female when you transition. you become at least 51% female. And when a transsexual transitions, that person may have a male body part, but the rest of their body is female, so that person will be considered 51% female. So, I think it's, even if you are a woman, you can be a woman and still be not completely a woman. And I think with transgenders, we're never going to be completely women. Not really, because it's not natural and realistic. Because we're only 51% female because of our XY chromosome and our prostate. Even if we do get a sex change, we still have a prostate. We still have an XY chromosome. And it wouldn't be true to science or nature to say I'm 100%, because I'm never going to be 100%. I fixed this and finished this area. I just need to trim it out on the sides. That's tile, this wood grain tile inside the door of the camper in the entryway. And eventually I'm going to do something like this in the whole camper and let the carpet be removable. A removable carpet. Good to see you, Laura Lee. So that's wood flooring inside the doorway. I wanted to do that for a while. Yeah, I have been, Laura Lee. How are you? Good to see you. Got my truck out driving it, and I'm going to give it a makeover so it'll look presentable. I just don't want to go a lot of places until I do some work on it. Because I just want it to be presentable. I don't want it to look like something, bad looking. I want it to look decent. I put my net back up. So I got most of the interior done. That's a good thing. So how are you, Laura Lee? How have you been? Good to hear from you and see you in the chat today. Yeah, so anyway, I just had that on my mind. And I like to record these things on my channel so I can have a record of it. I like to record my thoughts, but I don't have enough tapes to record on to record all of it. It's better that it can be a YouTube video. And so, I had that on my mind to make things make sense. Mentally, sometimes in our minds, we just have to let things make sense. Yeah, we have to let things make sense in our minds, Things in our minds have to make sense. I mean, you have to if you're going to believe in something and support a cause, you have to let it make sense in your mind. If you're going to support a cause and believe in any cause, it has to make sense to you. And if something doesn't make sense in your mind, you can't get behind it, and you can't support it because it doesn't make sense in your mind, It's not logical, it's not rational. Should I paint the upper cabinets over there white too? Maybe I should. That might not be such a bad idea. But anyway. Yeah, I think so too. And it'll look nicer. It'll look nicer. Come back in here. This is my chat room in here. What are you doing? This is New York. What are you doing in New York? Are you working here? Are you living here? Are you just living on the system, trying to bomb off the system or something? Like Rudolph Giuliani and all those Italians over in the Bronx. What are you doing here? Come back over here. We got some Puerto Ricans trying to steal my hubcaps off my 79 Lincoln Continental. What are you doing? I've got to get back over to Brooklyn. That's where my ma's at. And my 6 brothers. We're going to eat Thanksgiving dinner and watch football here. That's what we do in New York. That's what we do here. We fill our stomachs up and we eat all the time here. What are we doing? Where are you here? Anyway, yes. I'm in Chicago. I'm in the south side of Chicago. I'm getting a job here in Chicago and I'm working here. What are you doing? We want a big pizza here. Well, thank you. Thank you, Laura Lee. We need a big pizza here. This is a big Chicago-style pizza here. It's the biggest in Chicago. The biggest in Illinois even. The biggest in the Midwest even. What are we doing? I don't like anchovies on my pizza here. And they never make anchovies on pizza here. Anyway. Anyway, yes. Oh, oh, say, can you see with the dawn's early light? Was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last sleeping. I do. I sleep out here. I'm just trying to get this thing ready so I can maybe go to my grandmother's house and spend a few days out here on her property. They got like a little 10-acre baby farm, a miniature farm. Well, it used to be like a miniature farm years ago, but I'm going to go out there. But the problem is this truck, it's muddy here in the grass. I don't have, this camper is in the yard and I can't, it's hard to get back to the camper with the truck is two-wheel drive and it's hard to get up in the yard to back under the camper. Yeah. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? Leah Sampson, good to see you. I remember when Roseanne Barr sang the national anthem. Does everyone else remember Roseanne Barr singing the national anthem? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, 'tis so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, people still don't even know if she did it on purpose or if she really didn't know no better. There's somebody else that's just come on live, so thank you, Laura Lee. I'm gonna come back on later, guys. I'm gonna watch another YouTuber, and I will catch you on, and I will come back. Vote 22 if you want me to paint those up and it's white to match the rest. 33 if you want me to keep them the same. Okay, bye. Good night, everyone. Oh, say.